Alright, we're doing this, Jake.
Yes, we are.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Recall Drive-In. This is another Red Band episode, being it's 20. Watched a good one today. Watched some Alien Romulus.
Jake, I'd like to apologize. This should have been the fucking Halloween episode, not that other bullshit.
Hey, man, I give you options. It's not my fault.
Yeah, but
Fuck them up.
but how about this for a new rule? No more Halloween movies on this fucking show.
We can do Halloween movies, but I'm going to have to filter them.
I mean, like, Halloween Michael Myers.
Yeah, again, we can do Halloween,
Okay.
but we're gonna have to filter them, because that Halloween Kills is fucking terrible. Anyway, Alien Romulus, y'all.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Once again, hope everybody's doing all right out there. Yeah, that's a good one. I saw it before. I was excited to see it again.
Because if for those of you who are just tuning in, Alien is one of Jake's all-time favorite franchises.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Alien, but I'm like a real asshole when it comes to it. I only like.
Well, I mean, you have to be after the roller coaster this franchise has taken.
Oh, for sure. It's been up and down. So before we get started, though, what's going on, Matt? What's new?
Doing pretty good. Been hanging out with Eric and the pharmacist recently.
Yeah.
Went to Singo with them a couple times.
Yeah.
Starting to get back into gaming a bit more along with my art.
That's good. Yeah, I saw you logging on to the PS5 a little bit more. I don't know what the hell you're playing, but...
I've been playing Sonic Shadow Generations.
Oh, how is it?
It's pretty good. So far, I've just been doing the Shadow stuff because that's the whole cool new stuff that they are actually working on the hardest.
Yeah.
And it's fun as hell.
That's cool. I saw that they had put that out, but I don't know what what it's supposed to be more like.
So in the whole thing was Eggman took over this thing called the Time Eater to try and take over the world.
Yeah.
And in 2011, I think it was, that was like the big Sonic anniversary game, so that way you could go back and play as classic Sonic and regular Sonic in like all the classic stages, remastered for both 3D and 2D.
That's cool.
But in that game, you only get to see Shadow once.
No.
But now for the 2024, you get to see what the fuck Shadow is doing on his side of the story.
Right.
When the whole him facing his traumas again, Black Doom, reliving the past.
Yeah.
All that good shit.
Doing the edgy emo shit that Shadow does.
Dude. I haven't finished the game just yet, but I've already seen the cutscenes because I couldn't help myself. Mm-hmm. He goes through some edgy bullshit, man.
I mean, he usually goes through edgy bullshit before.
But now it's back to like, because time's all fucked up, Professor Gerald and Maria are back talking to him again.
Because of course.
Yeah, because time travel bullshit. And they're just like, and the ending of the game just broke my heart. Because I'm like 2 hours in, doing like his stages. Yeah. Like his whole section is like 4 or 5 hours ish. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's a pretty good amount of time. Yeah, especially seeing that it's kind of technically a DLC, but still that they actually...
It's still Sonic Generations. It's just an add-on.
Yeah, it's basically like...
Or is it its own standalone add-on?
Well, it's an add-on, but it's like Sonic Generations remastered over here. Mm-hmm. You click Y to switch over to... Shadow stuff.
That's cool.
And you get switch back and forth.
That's pretty cool.
It's just I've been more doing Shadow stuff because it's like all brand new engines and shit.
Well, yeah, you don't get... Like, there's a couple Shadow games, but I haven't played them myself. But there's just not a lot of Shadow content.
Yeah, and this is
compared
also...
to Sonic, of course.
This is also actually the first time since 2006 Shadow's been able to be playable in the full game.
God damn.
Yeah, because Sonic 06 was a train wreck. like they wanted to make Final Fantasy mix with Sonic the Hedgehog, but they just... Deadlines, we gotta get it out for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it was just garbage.
It's usually when you...
And then he was kind of playable in like a DLC for Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
But that was just like 2 or 3 DLC missions. Mm-hmm. But now finally he's back and they whipped their balls out and threw them to the walls for this one, man.
Those boo balls.
And just in time for... And they also said DLC's coming for levels based on Sonic the Movie 3.
That's pretty cool.
And Keanu is voicing him in those levels. Oh,
Jesus. Like those fucking movies have no business being that good.
Right?
They really don't.
Well, they almost fucked it up.
Yeah.
With the first design of Sonic.
Yeah, and the internet went nuts and they fixed it.
And they're like,
but
shit.
That's fucking crazy. That's cool. On my end, I got sick again last week. Had some pretty bad bronchitis. Then I got over it, and then it came back last week. So it's like just
Goddamn.
circles. Yeah, I'm always getting sick and shit.
That's your arch enemy.
It is. It's this time of year. I always get sick anyway, but you know, I have
Weather
IgG
change.
Yeah, weather change. But I have IgG deficiency, eosinophilic asthma. The combo just does not work well. But yeah, I haven't been just kind of focusing on trying to get better, taking care of myself.
As you should.
Started therapy.
Oh.
3 weeks ago. That's been going really well.
No, that's good. Good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, mental health's great. Super big advocate for it. You know, if you can, it's always good to try and talk to somebody and take care of yourself. You know, physical, mental health, all of it's all important.
I know my sister was doing that for a while.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's always good to talk to somebody.
And even her therapist like advised her, or like she had this idea, and her therapist was like, "Do it," and
Yeah.
she got a dog.
Yeah.
And little Callie Wiley is a bundle of joy, and which is funny too, because my sister technically lives and works in Austin,
Right.
but she comes back and forth every now and then, every couple weeks.
Right.
So she always brings Callie with her,
Yeah.
and we always joke that my dad loves Callie more than anyone else in the house.
Probably does.
He probably does.
Yeah, and as far as pets go, I basically adopted the outdoor cat.
Oh yeah, it's
that
on
hangs
today.
out. Yeah, she was my neighbors, and they were feeding her here and there, but then they kind of started to. My neighbors are really busy,
Uh-huh.
and they kind of admitted to me they kind of were neglecting her a bit, forgetting, and I was like, well, I've been feeding her. I'll take care of her, and that's what I've been doing. And
Which is kind of like what
I
our
basically have a cat now. So
which is kind of basically what our grandma did when I was like 4 or 5.
yeah,
She
our,
took care of
our grandma adopted this like big old outdoor dog. What was it, like a white
German Shepherd. I
white
think it
German Shepherd? Would look like named Blue. It was a big sweet dog.
was. And he'd just be sitting on my grandma's porch.
Yep.
Whenever we pull up.
Like, hey, Blue. Yeah, I remember that. As far as gaming though, I've been playing Darksiders.
Ah.
I've always been a big fan of the Darksiders series, just because I'm such a big Joe Madureira fan
Uh-huh.
of his comic books and artwork and stuff. And those, the first 2 games he was the creative director on. So his games, those 2 games might as well be playing his artwork.
I love him too, so.
Everything looks like his artwork, and it's amazing. And I just beat the first one.
Uh-huh.
Just a great story, the whole heaven hell aspect and 4 horsemen and stuff. And I'm playing through 2 right now.
Uh-huh.
And I have to say, 2, now that I've put some time into it, I haven't felt like I'm on like a grand adventure
Uh-huh.
to this extent since like the remake of God of War.
Ooh.
Like it's such a good game. It's really great.
I think I still have Battle Chasers on my PS5,
Nice.
which was on PS4. I got it right in the middle of college, right when I was dealing with Jason Todd, if you guys know the old show.
Yeah.
When I was dealing with him, so I
Yeah.
didn't get to play it that much. So
Oh, on Escape From.
yeah, Escape From.
Yeah. Quote unquote Jason Todd.
Yeah, Jason Todd, that son of a bitch.
But yeah, that's what's been really going on. And then you texted me on Tuesday what we're gonna do, and here we are.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, that was a fantastic watch. So should we get into it?
It's well, real quick. It took almost 20 fucking years before we got a good alien movie.
Yeah, because well, yeah, we can kind of start talking about it now. I'll do a synopsis here in a bit.
Alright.
We're huge Alien fans here.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit to the whole Red Band part of it, gushing about the Alien franchise.
Oh yeah, for sure. I forgot because we've only done one Red Band.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge fans of Alien. I'm a big advocate for Alien 1, Alien 79.
And then Aliens is one of the best sequels to a movie ever.
Yeah, and it's great and all, but it also ruined Alien 79 because now people expect that moving forward from Alien.
But then again, it should have just stopped right there.
Yeah, you could have just stopped at it too. I know you don't like 3.
Like Terminator, you could have just stopped at 2.
Yeah, because you don't like 3, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a mess, 3.
3 is a bit of a mess, but I still like 3. It still works a bit.
I just hate what they did with Newt.
Yeah.
We're rooting for her. We're fighting for her. We believed in her.
Yeah, let's write her off.
In the fucking
Dead as hell.
in the opening credits, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to say there was a whole thing she was supposed to live and all this alternate shit, but they never did it. But I do like Aliens, Alien 3. I'll watch Alien Resurrection. Like just hanging out if I'm sick, because let's face it, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's like Mystery Science Theater kind of shit.
It's a C or D movie.
Yeah, but after that, no.
No.
I absolutely despise Covenant and Prometheus. I fucking hate those movies. I am a big believer in what makes Alien great is the mystery of not knowing where the fuck these things come from.
And what was that other? Because there was Covenant 2.
Yeah, there was Covenant, Prometheus.
I think there's a third one, which I can't. I think it had Danny McBride in it.
I think.
Because I remember him. It might have been Covenant. I could have sworn there were 3 like after like Prometheus, Covenant, and then something else.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, listen to how we're talking. Like,
And I could not fucking stand Covenant. I watched it just to see it. And I'm like, it pissed me off.
well, thankfully we're right. Those are the only ones.
Okay, good.
There's Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Resurrection, and then technically AVP.
Which those are actually good.
AVP Requiem.
Well, AVP.
They're not so much good. It's just that they're dumb fun. Yeah.
It's alien. It's a monster wrestling match.
They're the Jason X of the Alien franchise.
Yeah. There was one Predator who took a Xenomorph by the tail and did the giant swing like in wrestling.
Yeah, shit's
and
awesome.
threw him. I'm like,
shit is great.
yes.
And then you get Prometheus, Covenant, then you get Romulus.
Prometheus was like them trying to do a Phantom Menace.
I don't like the whole like, oh, we have to explain everything. You fucking don't.
No, you don't.
Like the first Alien movie. I love Alien 79 theatrical. I don't like
the egg.
I don't like when they do the whole like, oh, let's show what happened to Dallas. Like, how about he just disappears?
He just died,
and he's just gone. We don't need an explanation because that's what makes Alien great. Is the mystery of where the fuck did these things come from?
And what the fuck was that thing in the ship?
Yeah, and I don't like when a franchise roots itself in the unknown, the whole perfect organism thing, the unkillable alien, stuff like that, and then all of a sudden 30, 40 years down the line, hey, let's fucking pad out the franchise.
Hey, let's make the cool aliens fucking Venom.
Yeah, let's pad out the franchise and let's try to explain where they came from. And I fucking hated it. I'm not.
Have a dumbass space jockey in his fucking swinging dick, just drinking alien water on a planet and dying sick.
And that's another thing. Like the space jockey in an Alien, when you come across that gigantic fucking carcass, it's like, what the fuck is that? Where the fuck did it come from? And that's where half the fun is.
Should we not fuck with it?
That's where half the fun is. You're left to your imagination about it, and you know it's an alien. We know that for sure.
Yeah, it's like, is that thing still alive? Should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, because when you go into Alien blind and you're watching it, like say for the first time, you see that giant fucking carcass sitting there, and you're like, that is clearly a quote unquote person sitting in whatever the hell that thing is. This is leading us to believe that there is life out there. We just haven't come in contact with it. That thing's also been here a long time.
Long ass time.
So they get further into the ship, they find the eggs, and then hatches and stuff, and then it's like, oh, there's another alien thing, So, but I know the whole like they eventually explain, like the engineers are creating the aliens, all that stuff. I fucking hate that. But
and then there was even one time when I think who made the first alien again? I can't remember his name right now. Ridley Scott. He was just like when they first asked him about it, he was just like, what if that thing was transporting it somewhere? What if it was a jail? What if this? What if that?
See, and that's what I like about it though. Like, I'm cool with the what ifs. Leave the what ifs the fuck alone. I fucking hate when they try to explain shit like that.
It'd be like if I showed you that cool Avengers comic book. Or no, if I showed you a cool X-Men comic book, I put it in front of you, Jake, and you're like, oh, hey, who's this character? And then out of my backpack, I pull out a fucking encyclopedia. I'm like, okay, read this first.
Yeah, this is now what you need to know.
Now read this. You might need this other book. Yeah. You might need this phone book just to see why he got his costume. Yeah. It's like...
It's too much and it's stupid. I don't like it. So I just... My personal preference is 1 through 4 and Romulus. That works. Yeah. Because what ends up happening when you do that is it turns Covenant and Prometheus into the mystery thing. Because we'll get into it with Romulus. It does connect to Prometheus and
vaguely,
Covenant, but a little bit. So, anything else you want to say before we get into it?
Whenever you're stuck in a jam, always ask yourself, what would Ripley do?
That's a good question. I have things to say about that too once we get there. We always have a synopsis that we read.
Read it, Jake.
Alien Romulus is a 2024 science fiction horror film directed by, I'm going to butcher this first name, Fede? I don't know. I assume it's Fede Alvarez, and written by Alvarez and Rodos Sayagüez. Produced by Scott Free Productions and Brandywine Productions. It is part of the Alien franchise, set between the events of Alien 79 and Aliens 86. The film stars Kaylee Spaney, David Johnson, Archie Renault, Isabella Merced, Spike Fern, and Aileen Wu as 6 downtrodden young space colonists who encounter a hostile creature while scavenging a derelict space station. That's not what they were doing in that space station, but that's fine. It was Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's Wikipedia. Also, they don't want to give the whole movie away right away.
Yeah, so...
But also, before I forget, this movie is also one of like 6 of this year that completes the Red Poster Saga.
Yeah.
Look at all these movies that have like the bright ass red poster.
All right, Matt handed me his fucking phone. Let's see what we're looking at. We got Monkey Man. Yeah, that's red. Long Legs. That's red. First Omen. Alien Romulus. Trap.
All of them this year, or in 1 year.
They're all like red and black posters.
Yeah, it's like...
Have you seen In a Violent Nature?
No, I have not. I didn't even know about that one.
We're gonna have to watch that one too. You'd like that one. Long Legs?
No.
Oh, okay.
I heard you just watched Long Legs.
I absolutely fucking love Long Legs. The advertising campaign was a bit too much. Mm-hmm. It is not the scariest movie ever fucking made, but it's very good. I appreciate where it goes.
Although recently I did, because part of my current job is scrolling through Twitter for like social media stuff.
Right.
And someone posted the ending of Smile 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like the credits?
Like right before the credits, the final kill.
Yeah, that I haven't seen.
Oh my god, that...
I'll probably end up watching it.
Because you don't even get to, like... The whole thing of Smile is like a creature that smiles.
Yeah, I saw the first one.
Yeah. Well, one of those goes after a pop star. But that's the thing. When you're like a celebrity or pop star, everyone's smiling when you're at fan meetings.
Yeah.
But I did see the ending of that. And you know how horror movie stuff goes. She gets got. But right in the middle of her concert, you don't get to see the death. You fucking hear it.
Oh, wow.
And it makes my stomach fucking turn. It's oh, goddamn.
Oh, Jesus.
And then you see the aftermath, though. Oh, God.
Yeah, I
may have to check that out, see if that's any good to watch.
Yeah, I haven't seen 2 yet. If anything, maybe we'll just watch it. But, yeah, Matt, Alien Romulus.
Holy shit, that was good.
General discussion, go.
It was actually one of the first times where, like, the company wasn't actually involved until it was. I was actually kind of rooting for these guys, except for one dude. Because all these, they're minors. They're Orion Pax and D16.
Pretty much.
Except they're not going after Sentinel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that movie.
I fucking love that movie.
Oh god.
We'll save some of that talk for the end.
We'll save that for probably the next Red Band or something.
Yeah, because honestly, that was really good. But yeah, they're all minors that are just fed up with working for the company.
And the company does not give a flying fuck about them.
Of course not. Like, she, the main character. See, and here's the thing. Like, I guess her name is Rain.
Yeah, Rain.
She has worked off enough credits to be able to get off world. She gets there and they're like, oh no, we doubled the quota. Sorry. Back to work.
Yeah, get back to work.
Yeah. So
and then she sees a bunch of people, like, there are people getting sick, new diseases, the comm saying, the new day is starting. Work starts at 0700.
Yeah.
If you're feeling sick, hard of breathing, dizzy, please report to medical bay.
Yeah.
Remember, your best interest is the company's interest.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, fuck.
And it's your classic, company rules everything. You have to do what they say or you're fucked, that kind of thing. And it's her and her group of friends are fed up with it. They end up finding a derelict ship. And they're like, hey, we can get to this ship, get the pods, get the fuck out of here. We'll get the Vigar 3, or whatever the hell the planet was called.
Paradise, MacGuffin Island.
Yeah, MacGuffin Island, and we'll all live happily ever after. But of course, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
and it was going pretty swimmingly.
Yeah.
Until the AC kicked off.
Pretty much. So, they get to the ship. Craziness ensues once they turn the AC off because they were looking for fuel for the pods. Because
they find out that this wasn't a ship, it was a research station.
Yes.
And what does Weyland-Yutani love to research? Xenomorphs.
Shit that will potentially wipe out mankind. So overall, it's just great to see a good alien movie again.
And there's also suspense, tension.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there that I thought was really good. Some original, takes in there, like the whole sneaking past the face huggers.
Oh,
raising the temperature so their bodies.
If you weren't scared of face huggers before, okay, one, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mm-hmm. And two, this movie makes you fucking scared.
Yeah, they really pushed the uncomfortable, like the weird sexualized Giger shit.
Giger's sexuality
a little bit more in this one, which I appreciate because that was the original thing that Giger was doing.
Giger just loved penises.
Giger was a weird dude. Yeah, but it's all right. We don't kink shame here.
No, we don't kink shame.
Damn, that was a really cool fucking movie. But
Yeah.
and like another thing for me was it was really cool to see a mining colony,
Yeah.
like actually like planet side, like the people on the ground. And it's everything I thought it would be. It's just an even more depressing version of Blade Runner.
Yeah. They even still have mining birds.
Yeah.
And like
That was cool. The dude walks by and he's got that
bird in a
that
cage.
crazy looking, chunky lo-fi thing, and it's still got a fucking canary in it.
Oh, but also the set design in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
like everything's practical.
It's practical. It looks like it's still in the same universe as like the first Alien. Like it's all that cool like 70s, 80s, what they thought the future would be, all the buttons.
Yeah, lo-fi
all the
sci-fi. It's called lo-fi sci-fi. Yeah, I love that shit.
It's not all like clean, chrome and shiny like the Phantom Menace bullshit.
Yeah, like see, and that's my favorite type of like tech in movies is like Aliens 79 era type shit. I
Like
love
Star Wars.
yeah,
Star
like the original Star Wars kind of stuff. I love
Like the
chunky
Millennium Falcon.
lo-fi sci-fi stuff like that. It's so cool. I love that shit. I take a lot of inspiration from that into my own stuff. I'd like to make things look kind of chunky and all that stuff. It's fun. It's so cool because yeah, the sleek tech is cool, but like you lose a lot of that, like the tactileness,
There could be there could be a balance. There could be a mix.
yeah, there can be a little bit of balance.
Like Anthem, if that game was actually good.
Anthem is fun as hell to fly around in though.
Fly around, but then you like after an hour and a half, you kind of get bored.
You've played the whole game, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's actually still online. Like, it was supposed to go offline ages ago, and it's still
Why?
on. People still like it. It's the only game that's like that, really, when you think about it. But
Like at this time, I was so heartbroken after like playing that game for like, I was trying to make it last a day. I couldn't. I'm just like, but I like the cool designs. There's just so much. Anyway, back to Alien.
yeah, it's like the third time we've derailed.
Sorry.
But as far as the characters go, they're all interchangeable.
Yeah.
They're very no name, except for Andy.
Oh, Andy was
Andy
so good.
stole this whole fucking movie. I dare to say he's my favorite character in the entire franchise, right next to Ripley.
Oh yeah.
His arc is fucking nuts.
He was a kind of, what would you say, like outdated synthetic.
Yeah, he was actually an outdated synthetic that was disposed of, that Rain's father found. We programmed him.
Uh-huh.
His directive was, do whatever's best for Rain, whatever's in her best interest, and he basically became her brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's a really cool dynamic, I feel. Of course you see it in other movies here and there, like they'll sometimes be like a slow character.
Like the adopted brother.
Yeah, like the adopted brother.
The
like,
found family
yeah, or maybe somebody that's a little slow, things like that.
on the spectrum or special needs.
Yeah, and they do that, But damn, Andy was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like an old malfunctioning droid who's like got a quote unquote heart of gold. Like he is just so cool. And I love the whole like he loves shit jokes. He's always trying to make people feel a little bit at ease.
So so apparently besides the new objective that Rain's dad put in, apparently he also put in a whole database of dad jokes.
Apparently. Not a good database either. It's terrible. But their direction of this I thought was great as well. They did a lot of those lingering shots like Alien 79 does.
Uh-huh.
A lot of wide angle stuff. A lot of sweeping camera views. Like I thought it just looked gorgeous.
Uh-huh. It was beautiful.
It was very great.
And also very suspenseful, especially after the facehuggers get unleashed, and then and you're just watching every corner. You watch those corners.
The fact that it's like a wave of fucking
They
facehuggers.
had like fucking 30 or 50 of them.
All of them hanging in their Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Which
Fucking freeze dried.
I honestly loved how they stored them. They were like in those like vacuum seal like pressure fucking bag things.
Yeah. Just all in the wall. Just shink, shink,
yeah,
like
that
on the
was
shelf.
really fucking cool. I love that. I love the whole. They had a lot of different takes on stuff, and some of that tech. Yeah, I feel like the Romulus station did have a balance of that lo-fi kind of sleek stuff going on.
Yeah, because there was like the industrial side of it where they're like having to redo the fuel stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's the lab stuff where they're like testing shit.
Yeah,
which is more sleeker.
Yeah, because they do hit the like this industrial area and even the hangar area. It kind of looks more Like 79, like lo-fi, it's a lot chunkier. But when you're in the lab, it's still kind of big, but it's like a little bit rounded off. Even when that one character she picks up, it's like an X-ray rod.
Yeah.
That was chunky enough, but it still had a sleek feel to it. So like there was some tech in there that was a little mixed, and it worked. Like I felt like it was a good mix because like that's a very delicate balance. Yeah,
because you could go one way or the other real quick.
Oh yeah, it's a real delicate line to go from Alien 79, and then you feature it up a little bit too much.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you have fucking mech suits that are way cleaner and crisper than the power loader.
Yeah, see, because I'm trying to think of something that you can compare like the sleeker tech to, and I can't think of anything right now.
Like it goes from being Iron Man Mark 1 to Iron Man Mark 45 with the nanotech.
Pretty much. Like there's very fine line, but I feel like they nailed it in here, and it was cool to see like some Alien Isolation references. There is a scene in there, but it goes so fast I didn't catch it. I've seen it; it's in there before. The save point from Alien Isolation is on the wall.
Nice.
In the movie,
I missed that one. I just remembered opening vents that open like Isolation.
Oh yeah, they have those, and then the doors that with the crank.
Yeah,
it's got like a pump. Yeah, those are in there too.
And the key that you have to use to open up the airlock. That shit.
Yeah, like it was cool. They have the people who made this, you can tell very much are fans of Alien and just wanted there to be another good movie, which is great.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying when we first started, there hasn't been a
good one
since a fucking solid ass Alien movie in a long time, you know. And because I'm gonna say it again, I don't care who the hell listens and doesn't agree, I don't like Prometheus and Covenant. So you know, that's the thing. If you go too far, you start hitting Covenant
and Prometheus, where they have fucking drones that scan the entire cave.
Yeah, because like it's cool, but it just doesn't work for Alien.
Yeah, it could have been its own fucking thing, and then everything would have been fine.
And isn't Prometheus and Covenant, aren't they prequels?
They're technically prequels, but within the broader sense of the Alien universe, they said.
I'm gonna go fuck themselves.
Like they try because they're like, because when you think of prequel, you think of right before Alien.
Yeah.
But they're like, we kind of want to do a new movie, but we have to make it an Alien prequel.
I mean, you don't.
Well, I think that's what the studio wanted.
Probably.
So they're like, okay, it loosely ties into Aliens, and it just ended up being like, it could have just been its own fucking movie.
It could.
Just make it its own fucking thing.
You don't even have to call it Alien.
Yeah, like, you could just call it Spacewalker or whatever.
What'd you think of the gestation period this time?
Holy shit, these motherfuckers grow fast.
This is the fastest fucking alien life cycle I've ever seen in a movie.
Because I remember in...
it's pretty fast in 3, but goddamn.
The first one, it was pretty fast too. Maybe like a few hours, maybe 3 hours. And then he's a full big chap, like just the big... good old classic xenomorph.
Yeah, he turned a big chap. Yeah, because in the original, I want to say it's a facehugger to chestburster, eats a small mammal, to drone, right?
Yeah, he eats
that's the life cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it takes them like maybe 2-3 hours relative in their world, looking through the whole ship, trying to find it.
Yeah.
And then they find it skinned.
Yeah, you usually find the skin of the chestburster.
You know, like a snake.
It's like, shit, it molted.
But this one, it took like 10 minutes.
If that, man. It was fucking nuts. Because it went facehugger, chestburster, didn't eat a small mammal.
It did its own little new thing.
It created like a nest on the wall.
Yeah.
And that dumb shit shoved a fucking
that robo-racist
stun rod into it. Yeah. Like a, what do you call it? Kind of like a taser.
Yeah, like the cattle prod thing in Isolation.
Yeah, it looks like cattle prod.
If you turn up the amp, it'll take care of a synthetic for a while.
Yeah, so he does that, but then it just triggers its birth, and it does like
slice
out the wall.
It slices him first, and then the dumb shit lies down, and it gets.
And he just fucking lays there.
He doesn't try to like after do the roll, fucking roll away.
I get that. Its stinger was basically sticking out of the wall. I'm just gonna say wall because if this podcast goes anywhere, I'm gonna get demonetized.
Yeah. If you know Giger, he's a weird dude.
Yeah.
They kept his designs.
Yeah. So it's like the new stage in the Alien life
Wasp
cycle.
nest.
Pretty much, it was called the Wasp's Nest. Mounts into a wall, and the alien literally bursts itself out of it.
Yeah.
Then it's a drone. So it's kind of I think it's welcome to see as far as
Like,
the alien goes.
Yeah, like they're different, maybe even like different ways based on its environment that it grows.
Maybe, because I mean that's the thing with alien. It's
We don't know.
It's a xenomorph, so it takes on whatever the hell host it was in. Like 3, it did take on a dog, so it was a 4-legged thing that was hauling ass all over the place.
But you know what? You know they should probably like, because I remember they had like the toys, right?
Mm-hmm.
They need to just put a fucking xenomorph on like a zoo colony, a colony that has zoos, so that we can get all the cool alien toys back.
Hell, somewhere in here I have an alien gorilla.
Yeah, like do that shit.
Yeah, and like its head was like squishy, and you could actually suck water into it and like squeeze the back of its head and shoot water out of its mouth.
Do that for the next one. You already did your new alien species in this one.
Yeah, like, whew, we're gonna get to that.
Ooh.
Let's see here, because that's pretty much what I have next on my pros list. We have the Offspring, the newest alien to be introduced. And what's fucked up about that? That was a real person.
Ugh. Like acting and then they just CG'd him up.
No, that's what he fucking looks like. That is a real person who is a former Romanian basketball player named Robert Bobrovsky.
Jesus Christ.
Bobrovsky. Yeah. Ooh, man, that's a lot of consonants. He is that tall. He is huge.
How?
Yeah, that's just what he looks like. He's just a big dude.
I would have thought that you just CG him to look even bigger.
You would think. I think they did, but I'm gonna type in the Offspring and it's gonna bring up. Oh, no, it
The
actually
band.
brought up Romulus. That's cool.
With 1,000 lies.
Over here, start singing fucking
Offspring.
No, I was gonna say Crazy Taxi.
Oh, yeah.
No, but that's them on set. That's a real dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's in a suit. Like he's just a very tall, lanky Romanian.
Very, very tall man.
Very tall man.
Gee.
I'm trying to figure out where it is so you can see how tall he actually is.
Because I know that one of the new Spurs players is like almost 7 feet tall. And like, but he's like really thin, so everyone calls him like an alien.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, are we actually getting mutants now? Just they're all tall, not superpowers.
It's like, yes, we are. But he is 7'7".
Oh,
He only
shit.
weighs 231 pounds though. So
Jesus Christ.
he's very lanky guy. So, but it's crazy. For them to mix the practical and CG like that, and they made a new alien, and holy shit, he is unsettling.
It's way scarier than what Resurrection did.
Yeah, Resurrection was just a mix of it was just an alien who happened to look a little bit more human.
But then again, they did a different way of birthing it than a queen giving birth to it.
Ugh. Yeah, pretty rough. But it works for Alien though. Like
Yeah,
you gotta get a little weird with
they're
Alien.
parasites.
They're fucking parasites. You gotta get a little weird with Alien. It's just very interesting to see that. If
Very
you pay
disturbing.
close attention when he's standing up and stuff, and his tail is up, his tail is still like
Developing.
clicking and expanding and developing, like he's still growing.
Even when he did his tongue, that was starting to like develop.
Yeah,
Instead of doing like the classic nom nom, it was doing like the, what was it? Resident Evil dog face thing.
kind
Doing
of
like a star.
Kind of, yeah. It was very weird looking. It was kind of like a leech looking kind of thing, his tongue.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I enjoyed the whole movie.
Yeah.
The only thing, like I said, I didn't like was the Covenant Prometheus link, where they're like, oh well, we got to protect. It was like something called Z001 or something. Like that.
Oh, but let's talk about the one dude coming back, Rook.
That was so fucking cool to see.
I
him.
didn't think that. I was just like, holy shit. I was looking at Jake like, how? What?
Yeah. That was I'm actually looking up stuff. It was really cool to see him come back. I want to say his name is Ian Holm.
Ian Holmes, aka Ash from the first movie.
Yep, makes an appearance. Of course, unfortunately, Ian Holm actually passed away back in 2020. But from the sounds of it, his family was approached for this. And his wife says that, his whole life, he actually loved playing Ash. He liked being a part of the Alien franchise in that way. But he never got to play him again.
Which sucks.
Which sucks because, like...
Honestly, you could have had him in 3, because he's a would technically be a defunct synthetic.
Yeah, they're
Just-
androids.
Yeah,
Like,
just because he's not the latest model, throw him on that planet with all the prison people.
yeah. Ghost in the Shell touched on this, and when the Major is going down the river in that part of the movie, she looks up and she sees a woman that looks exactly like her, and it's like, yeah, it's because you're in a mass-produced body. So they could have absolutely done that, or they're just part of a mass-produced line, of androids, and he could have came back again, but he never had the chance, unfortunately. But they approached the family. They gave the okay, because apparently, like, he would have loved it. So his wife gave the okay to use his likeness, all that stuff. Pretty sure they used AI for the voice, maybe to match it. I'm really not sure on that. It did sound like him.
Yeah.
CG could have been a little better.
But then again, he's an android, so
But god damn it, I'm happy with it. It was so cool to see him like that again. But yeah, he's Science Officer Rook, so he's a totally different character. He's just as evil as Ash.
yeah,
Just as bad as Ash.
because he's working for the company.
Working for the fucking company. And yeah, I thought that was a great way to handle it. They were able to do like this, not only are you dealing with the alien, but you're also dealing with the AI that isn't necessarily evil.
It's just
They're just programmed
to do what the company wants.
to do what the company wants. Yeah, and then of course, when they're in that refrigeration unit, they pull the cryo fuel, and they end up putting that disc inside of Andy to upgrade him, and then Andy
Gets that new
gets an
objective.
upgrade. Yeah, his firmware upgrades, and he starts to
Oh,
turn
boy.
into a
Ash, almost.
almost into an Ash.
You want a bishop, you don't want an Ash.
Exactly. You if you want an android, you want a bishop for sure. But it was see, we're going back to Andy. His arc is so fucking cool though.
Yeah.
He starts as like a broken, decommissioned robot. He gets upgraded. He turns into a very capable android with his updates and everything.
But loses his soul in a way.
Yeah, he loses very much his soul and his connection to Rain. They really push on that for the movie, and it works. I fucking loved it. Like, let her in the door, like it's gonna kill him. He's like, sorry, can't do it.
That thing's hunting her.
It's gonna kill the rest of us.
It's like, yeah, we get that it's not a good idea, but it's like, the android's kind of right. Don't open the door.
I'm gonna fucking open the door. Hell no.
No, you literally see in the door, the xenomorph is over there looking at you. It's
Yeah.
waiting for you to open the door.
And he even says it. It is waiting for us to open the door. They zoom in on it. It is perched on a fucking container, just looking at the door,
Just waiting for that.
just waiting. Yeah, and it's
like, it's right there. You can fucking see him.
yeah. And then see, I was about to say Ash, and then Rook later on says to Andy, like, he comes closer and he was like he says like humans are too quick to act on their emotions.
They're
make sure this
too
gets-
weak.
Yeah, they're too weak. Make sure this gets done, and take care of the compound. And then we get to the compound, and it's basically the black liquid from I think it's Prometheus.
Yeah,
Right?
like they were doing research on it,
Yeah.
and he's distilled it down apparently.
Yeah. Right. He's making small batch.
Yeah.
Fucking.
He's making quick shots. Just
He is. He's making a small batch. He's got a small batch brewery going on, like little microbrewery, and yeah, they do some. It's like a little combination of passive storytelling.
they're
Telling that it's the next step in human evolution. It's going to speed things up, all that shit, so we can colonize the universe.
they want to make the they want to make the symbiote. They want to be fucking Venom. And like, but even they were saying like they showed little pictures or like a little video of like they tested on a rat.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, let's go. And they have it, but then they zoom over to the left, and you see what happened to that fucking rat. That fucking rat
That rat got fucked.
It looked like the leftovers from The Thing.
It did, honestly. It looked
That
like
looked cool.
a combination of like the exoskeleton of what happens to people, like the exoskeleton, but like the mutation.
It looks like a xenomorph mixed with the Thing, kind of just all fucked up.
Yeah, it looks like a xenomorph mixed with the Thing mixed with the symbiote from
Yeah.
Spider-Man, and it looks pretty grotesque.
But let's not forget, in that lab, they got the new exclusive pulse rifle with the DLC code from the pre-order at GameStop.
It does. It has the pre-order code, pre-order skins. And that's funny because the second I saw that the first time, I was like, that does remind me of when the Colonial Marines came out on 360 and PS3 when they had the skins and shit.
It's all like all white with a little weathering. and it has the they basically mix the pulse rifle with the smart gun.
Yep.
So you just put it under your shoulder, and it does the auto aim assist.
Yeah.
Although don't take it online, or else you'll get banned.
Yeah, basically. No shit. But let's face it, the fucking smart gun from Aliens is probably one of, if not the coolest gun in fucking
Yeah.
like sci-fi. God damn, I love that.
The only other gun,
Crazy-ass thing.
the only guns cooler than it are the fucking Judge Dredd's pistol.
Lawgiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are badass.
And that one anime gun from Outlaw Star that's like mixed with magic.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, the guns from Helsing. Those are good too.
Oh yeah.
Those are badass too.
Mercury,
I don't remember what they're called.
I think one of them was called the Jackal.
Yes, I know one's called the Jackal, but I don't remember the other one. But yeah, those are badass. But yeah, there's just so many good sci-fi weapons out there. Yeah, it was cool to see the gun. It even sounds like a normal pulse rifle. It's clearly different.
So cool.
But yeah, they were stroking that border, like we said, like with the tech. The corporation has like the more fancy stuff.
Yeah, of course they would.
So it's got that pulse rifle is a little more sleek. It's a
Of course they have to have the better guns because they're the ones who fuck up the most.
yeah.
So they need to have a way to cover their ass.
Yeah, they said you're not allowed to fire a shot because.
And everyone's like, "What?"
Yeah, it was good to finally see somebody fucking acknowledge that in Alien. It's like we're at the bottom of a fucking research station in space.
Yeah, and
kill an alien and it bleeds blood. It's gonna hit the hole and immediately cause a vacuum.
yeah, because remember in the very first Alien movie,
Decompression.
the very first one, just the facehugger's blood alone, just a little squirt, was enough to go through 3 levels of a spaceship.
That's right. Yeah, it went through 3 levels. Because when they nicked the knuckle of it or something like that.
Yeah, it just holy shit.
Yeah. But that was cool to hear. And then they did that whole 0G thing, and I mean it was cool.
Yeah,
They ham it on, but it's cool.
it's also cool that they actually acknowledge. Oh yeah, spaceships need 0 gravity generators, or else they're all floaty.
Yeah, they do. And the inside, yeah, you got
It's a cool sequence.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool sequence. Let's see here. What are we at right now? Yeah, we talk about all that for the pros. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could talk about.
I mean, there's a lot of pros in this movie.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to get into my cons.
What are your cons, Jake?
Ultimately, it's a greatest hits movie.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's not really a con now, is it, though? Because I feel like this specific topic I'm talking about falls into the Star Wars Episode 7 problem.
Yeah. Where they're basically just remaking the good one.
Yeah, like when Episode 7 came out, of course, we all wanted Star Wars. We were all starved for Star Wars.
Yeah.
The only things we had gotten were the prequel trilogies. And while the prequel trilogies are not perfect.
And then but out of those first prequel trilogies, we got the original Clone Wars series.
Yeah, we got Qui-Gon, we got the original Clone Wars, we got some sweet ass young Obi-Wan stuff.
Yeah. But the Clone Wars I'm talking about, the one by the guy who made Samurai Jack.
Genndy Tartakovsky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those like 3-minute shorts I love.
Those are the best fucking cartoons.
It gave the best version of Mace Windu ever.
Yeah.
And also the best version of why like the Force and Jedis are overpowered even without their fucking lightsabers.
Yeah, and like he's really the only person who's explored it.
Yeah.
Like that's how they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be overpowered. And those are such badass cartoons. We're gonna have to watch those.
Yeah.
Those are just fun. I remember a long time ago when I was a kid, when those came out, I went to like some local, like, it was a really small, like kind of Comic-Con thing.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it was the first time I was exposed to bootlegs. And like, I'm looking around the tables and stuff, and some dude had a DVD cover. I think I actually have it in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the DVD anymore, but I still have the case. And it was just like a printed paper, the Clone Wars, season 1 DVD. It was like $10 fucking bootleg. But yeah, that's how I remember it, because that's how I was kind of first exposed to it.
Yeah.
And of course, now I'm older and I'm like, fuck, those are just fantastic cartoons. I wish they would explore more stuff like that and take more risks, but Disney doesn't take good risks anymore.
I mean, they tried, but now they're kind of oversaturating.
Yeah, they really are. They need to pull back a bit. Although the new Star Wars looks pretty cool, the Skeleton Crew or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It looks like the Goonies in space. It looks pretty fun.
I haven't really been paying attention, but yeah, so like, as you were saying before, we got on a Star Wars tangent.
Yeah, it's very much a greatest hits movie. And, whereas with Star Wars, we got episode 1, 2, 3. They're not perfect by any means. They're still fun. When it comes to episode 7,
it was just a new hope.
You pretty much remade episode 4, but it's okay to me at that point.
Yeah, it was a good starting off point.
We needed something good. The next 2 movies were fucking trash. So that's where we fall into the problem. Yeah, the rest of the Star Wars ain't that good.
Yeah.
But at least we got The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was good.
And Andor. Fuck.
I haven't seen Andor yet.
You like Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Watch Andor.
Okay.
Andor is literally Blade Runner Star Wars.
Okay.
You don't even feel like you're watching Star Wars half the time. It's great. Yeah, so you run into that with this Alien movie. It's very much a greatest hits. They're following kind of the same beats, and it's okay. Like, we haven't had a solid fucking, good Alien movie in a long time.
Yeah.
With that suspense aspect and stuff. It's always been action because, James Cameron fucks everything up.
Well, that was the start of his starting to fuck everything up.
Yeah, he went and did that to Aliens, and it works because you're going with the colonial Marines.
Yeah.
They're gun-ho fucking army guys. Like, that's fine. They're space Marines. Like,
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that. It's fine. It works. But it's like a one-time thing. After that, let it go. We need to get back to our roots and, hardcore, like, suspense and horror and shit like that. But
I mean, at least in this one, they didn't do the part where they're driving away in a truck in like a giant tank.
oh yeah.
They weren't trying to rip that off.
No, this movie very much ended like the original Alien movie does, though.
Like
The same fucking way.
yeah. I was like doing the airlock shit with one of them just in your face.
Yeah.
The offspring.
Sends the offspring out, busts them out, chops them out of the cargo bay.
Yeah.
So he does that. She does that shit. And instead of Jonesy, it's Andy. And, then she does the whole, like, the log.
Mm-hmm.
Like, star date, fucking alien,
Shit got fucked.
I'm going to bed.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't even know if I'm gonna make it. But
yeah, that's pretty much how it ends. And like I said, like, it's a greatest hits movie, but it's okay.
And there's only one line in the movie that I didn't really like. Yeah, they like, I get it, it's an iconic line, but it's like when Obi-Wan starts off fucking the Phantom Menace with like, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't need that.
Yeah, you don't say that. Like, it's cool.
Like, he could have, Andy, like, near the climax, there's one xenomorph who's got rain. He does a cool flying karate kick with the last of the pulse rifle.
Yeah.
Kicks the alien down, fucking blasts the shit out of him. He's like, get away from her.
Yeah.
You bitch.
The one thing I do like about that line, though, is how he says, you bitch. Like, it's hard for it to come out of him.
Yeah.
Like,
He still has the parental settings on.
I guess so, right? He got the child locks on. But it worked. Like, the way he said that part. Honestly, he could have just said, get away from her.
Yeah, that's it.
And it would have worked a lot better for him, I think.
Yeah.
I get it. You're kind of doing some fan service. We're being really fucking nitpicky here.
Yeah, near that.
We'll talk about this line, but
that's honestly the only real nitpicks that it gives us.
yeah, like, I don't have a lot bad to say about the movie is the thing. Like, it's a greatest hits Alien movie, but I could give a shit. It was good. It was
Sometimes you just want the greatest hits.
Yeah, sometimes you need a refresher, because now from here we got, our palettes have been refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
We got some faith in Alien again. There's clearly a writer director here who can deliver. Maybe we'll get some, better going forward, more original stories.
Maybe we'll get with how good Prey did.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get the rematch.
that'd be cool.
Just do it like completely cool. Just aliens, predators, Hell in a Cell match.
Mm-hmm.
Xenomorphs off the top ropes. Just give us a full fucking sci-fi wrestling match.
What's really cool to see about this movie, because over the years they're trying to replace Ripley.
Yeah.
It's cool to see after 40 years, you can't fucking replace Ripley.
Yeah, still can't.
You just can't.
They tried to make a black Ripley for the first Alien vs. Predators.
Yeah. She was actually a good character, though.
Yeah, I really wanted her back.
I did too. Like we get one character, we see her, she does her thing, she lives, she gets that mark from.
She was so badass, even the Predators were like.
Even the Predator was like, all right.
The Predator King was like, respect.
Yeah.
Have a cool stick.
Yeah, have a sticker. And we never see her again, which is a bummer because I thought she was a good character.
Yeah.
And that movie's just dumb fun. That's another one we'll probably have to
She was running around with a fucking xenomorph head as a shield and a tail as a spear.
Right? Yeah.
That's an action figure I want.
Man, that is a 80s fucking action movie if I ever saw it.
There was that part where her and the fucking Predator are fucking running down the hallway like fucking Batman or Robin.
Yeah.
Shit was awesome.
I remember that. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger came out and he was like, freeze. Yeah, I remember that shit. But yeah, you're never gonna replace Ripley. You're just not. So stop it.
She was the biggest action movie badass, and that's it.
Yeah,
she was so badass they even put her in Broforce.
They did. Yeah, I remember that. Shit, man, that was a great movie.
And if you want to ever write a strong female character, what would Ripley do?
Ripley's the blueprint, man.
Yeah,
she was really the blueprint.
You know what Ripley would do? She would duct tape a flamethrower to a pulse rifle and go after Newt. Mm-hmm. That's what she would do.
She'd jam it up a queen's ass and pulled the trigger till it went click. What stood out to you the most, man?
The fact that it's actually decent suspense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not cheesy every 2 seconds. Rawr, jump scare cat. Rawr, loud noise.
Yeah.
And then actually, for the most part, pretty good characters.
Yeah, the characters are pretty solid. Like I said, even though they're interchangeable.
Yeah, they're kind of they're better than what I'm used to in horror movies.
Definitely, they're definitely better than what we usually get. Yeah.
They're not fucking high ass space astronauts just wanting to go on a fuck spree in space.
That's Jason X.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we're absolutely going to get to when this.
Oh, oh god,
that movie's just dumb fun.
That movie's trash, and I love it.
What's hilarious is we just covered my other question of how are the protagonists. Just chit chatting about that stuff because they're like we said, they're okay, they're interchangeable. But
they just want to go to MacGuffin Island. That's it.
Yeah.
They want to go to Space Bahamas.
Yeah, like
and get away from mining.
Yeah, when I saw the when they were like the compound, the thing that popped in my head was Wolverine and Deadpool, where he's like, "What in the MacGuffin is that?"
Fuck yeah.
Let's see here, and
man, I'm actually rooting for these characters for the most part.
For the most part, right?
Except for that one dude who's this robo-racist.
Yeah, fucking asshole, man. But
I don't even remember his name.
I don't either. It's like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't remember any of the characters' names. All I remember is Rain and Andy.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and then the one
two best characters.
pregnant lady.
Yeah.
Oh my god, poor pregnant lady.
That was terrible. She fucking went through it in this movie.
Yeah.
How does this compare to other movies in the Alien franchise?
Okay, so
like what you don't have to necessarily give me a ranking, but like how do you feel it fits in?
I would say I would put it above Resurrection, but still below 1 and 2.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a damn good spot. So your ranking is 1, 2, Romulus, Resurrection, 3, then Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good ranking. I can agree with that.
Yeah, because like it's not as good as all that, but still, it's a nice salad. It's a nice back to form alien salad.
It's fresh.
Fresh, yes. You're like,
nice, fresh, crisp lettuce and cucumbers.
We got some cucumbers.
Nice and cold.
Ooh, we got some apples in this bitch. Apples and walnuts.
This is one of them fancy salads.
Fuck it, let's go.
What did we learn today, Matt? No, wait, before that, you recommend it?
I recommend it.
Right? It's fantastic.
Fuck yeah,
right?
It's good.
I told you it was going to be good.
It should have been the fucking Halloween special.
I was like, when you said Halloween Kills, part of me was like, I should speak up, but I'm like, this would make for a good episode.
It was. It completed that fucking trilogy.
Yeah.
Now we could put it away, never talk about it again.
Never to return.
Yeah.
Now, what did we learn?
Check those corners. Listen to the android for the most part. Don't fuck around in space.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
Pretty much.
Don't go up there. And don't inject yourself with the symbiote.
Yeah, basically, I learned that if there is a Weyland-Yutani logo on it,
run.
Probably stay far away from it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That's probably going to conclude it for this one, because if we don't stop ourselves, we're just going to talk about Alien all fucking day.
Hell yeah.
So until next time, everybody, have a good one.
See you later.
Later, y'all.